evening, thanks for joining us on the news at 8, today the 3rd of April 2025. I am Chidima Egeroka. First, the major headline. Abia government cracks down on traditional rulers harboring criminals. Bauchi schools resumes following 5-week Ramadan break. Kano government pledges to tackle decades-long water crisis. We take our commercials and be right back. Please stay connected.
Experience the smooth and strong feeling that consistently surpasses expectation. Leading the way in high-performance lubricants, Master Supermoto Oil is as durable as titanium.
Welcome back. Now the details. Abia government has intensified effort to combat criminal activities, particularly by closely monitoring traditional rulers suspected of harboring criminals in their communities. Speaking on the government's renewed security measures, this Commissioner for Information, Prince Oke Kano, warned that security operatives would conduct targeted raids in areas suspected of providing shelter to criminals. He emphasized that any traditional ruler found guilty of shielding criminals will face the full weight of the law. Kano has expressed optimism that he would be freed from the Department of State Service (DSS) custody by April 2025. According to Engineer Ikenna Ellis Ezenekwe, President General of the Igbo Community Association (ICA) in FCT, in a statement issued following his visit to the detained leader of the Indigenous People of Biafra (IPOB) at the DSS headquarters in Abuja, Ezenekwe said Kano expressed disappointment over the lack of strong Igbo leadership, and however, he lamented the deteriorating condition of the Igbo people in Nigeria, stressing that no prominent voices were actually defending their cause. Olabode George, the former deputy national chairman of the People's Democratic Party, has criticized President Bola Tinubu for visiting France at a time when Nigeria is dealing with a number of security issues. Punch Online reports that Tinubu on Wednesday jetted out of Nigeria to France, and he is expected to return to Nigeria in about a fortnight. To reasoning and deliberately came out with policies capable of integrating the country. Stephen Bell-Welts, the CEO of MTN of Ghana, had denied claims that the telecom provider steals customer information, a recurring grievances he claimed has encountered in every market throughout his career, according to a report published on Wednesday by Ghana online news portal My Joy Online. The Punch reported on Tuesday that customers has flooded the Nigerian Communications Commission and the Federal Competition and Commission Protection Commission with emails and messages demanding a probe into the unexplained data consumption. Following accusation of the killing of 3 people over a land dispute, retired DSP Charles Adedaka, 63, is said to have taken his own life. The police commander in Lagos State confirmed the incident to the news agency of Nigeria, NAN, on Thursday in the Badagry. NAN reports that the late ex-police officer on Tuesday allegedly shot and killed 2 family members and other individuals over a land dispute. According to NAN, Mr. Richard Atideka, Mrs. Latif Atideka, both from the Yovan community, and Mr. Mujid Oyidulu from the neighboring Beforu community were killed by the ex-police officer and his yet identified accomplice. Delta State Police Command has launched an investigation into the gruesome murder of a site engineer, Chigozie Udalo, allegedly killed by his employees after they discovered he had a large sum of money in his account. According to a statement, the command spokesman SP Bright Edafa, the incident came to light after a report was made on December 12, 2024 by one Hyacinth Nalue at the Akuku Igbo Police Division, Nalue, who identified himself as Udalo's cousin. He informed the police that the deceased had been missing since December 10, 2024. He also revealed that Udalo was the site manager of his fish farm located at Board Camp in Akuku Igbo community. Abba Yusuf, the governor of Kano State, has instructed the Ministry of Water Resources to grantee Rano Town, which has experienced water shortage for many years, a sustainable and continuous supply of water. The governor gave the directive while receiving the Emir of Kano, Ambassador Dr. Muhammad Umar, who paid him a Salah homage at the government house, Kano, on Thursday. Mustafa Muhammad on Thursday, Yusuf commended the Emir of his unwavering concern for the welfare of his people and assured him that the government is taking concrete steps to address the water crisis. The petition to recall Senator Natasha Akpoti-Uduaghan, who represents Kogi Central, has compiled with constitutional requirements, according to the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) on Thursday. INEC, in a tweet print a handle, said the petition for the recall of the senator representing the Kogi Central district has not met the requirement of Section 69 sub-A of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria as amended. Mele Carrier and other board members of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited were fired by President Bola Tinubu due to performance issues and failure to meet important production goals, according to presidency officials. In an opt move on Wednesday, Tinubu removed Kayari, who had been at the helm of the National Oil Company since 2019, part of a border overhaul which the president said was aimed at boosting Nigeria's crude and gas output. The Bauchi State Ministry of Education has announced the resumption date for schools after a 5-week break for Ramadan. In a statement issued on Thursday by the ministry's information and public relations officers, Jaluddin Utsman, parents and guardians were reminded that both day and boarding schools will resume on Sunday, April 6th, for the continuation of the second term. The Joint Admission and Matriculation Board (JAMB) has declared that candidates who registered for the optional UTM mock exam can now print the 2025 UTM mock. Candidates are advised to print their notification slip starting from Thursday, April 3rd, 2025, to allow sufficient time for travel and preparation. Now on foreign scene. The UN warned Thursday that nearly half of jobs globally may be impacted by the projected $4.8 trillion global artificial intelligence market by 2033, which is about the size of the German's economy, while previous waves of technology mainly impacted blue-collar jobs. UNCTAD had highlighted that knowledge-intensive sector would be left most exposed by AI. Indian passes bill reforming Muslim land ownership. On Thursday, the Indian Parliament approved a bill to reform extremely wealthy Muslim land-owning organizations. The opposition referred to the bill as an attack on a minority, while the Hindu nationalist government claimed it would increase accountability. Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government argues the bill will boost transparency to more than a dozen powerful Waqf board, which controls properties gifted by Muslim charitable endowments. While on sports, speaking at the UEFA Congress in Belgrade, Infantino said the only bid for 2013 was from the USA and potentially some other CAF members together, and the 2035 is from Europe. Infantino also said FIFA planned to increase the number of participating teams at the Women's World Cup from 32 teams to 48 in time for the 2031 tournament. Thursday's announcement comes after the Football Association of England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland revealed last month that they would submit an expression of interest in staging the tournament. First News brings us to the end of our news at 8. Before we go, a recap on our major headline. Abia government cracks down on traditional rulers harboring criminals. The Bauchi schools resumes following 5 weeks Ramadan break. Kano government pledges to tackle decades-long water crisis. For these and many more, please log on to our website at www.abntv.com.ng or follow us on all our social media platforms displayed on your screen. I am Chidima Egeruka. Please have a pleasant night rest and stay safe.